What's up, YouTube? I don't know. It felt right. What's up, everyone? Match day 12 here. We're here with the 2023 MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament. Another night of doing these. I'm going to try to knock out, I think 3 is my goal tonight. So I'm going to try to knock out 3 of these. And okay, that's much better. Sorry, my microphone needed some adjusting. Yeah, so here's our bracket as it sits right now. We got Preston, Joe S., Crayon, and Adam in our semifinals. But today we're going to be taking a look, eventually we'll look at that too. But first we're going to be looking at the other half of the 5als semifinals. That's where we left off. Wego took down Jacob last time we were here, 19-14. So Wego is waiting in the 5als for one of Gibby and Conair. So that's what we'll be doing now. Everybody take a look at these teams. Okay. Overall wise, like I've said before, the overalls that are being reported in the game are not accurate for whatever reason. They're only accurate when you load up the teams in franchise mode. So Conair's Bills at 86 overall, Gibby's Falcons at 83 overall. They're at the top of those graphics I so hastily put on the screen for you. But yeah, let's take a look at these rosters. I guess, how did we get here? Yeah, so Gibby and Conair both had, I guess I'll show the bracket. Gibby and Conair both had buys to the quarterfinals by way of being top 4 seeds, and they both kind of got smacked around a bit. Both getting beat fairly handily. 21-point margin on Conair's side, and what is that? Math is 19-point margin over there on Gibby's side. So roughly 20 points each. Bringing them both to the 5als bracket. So now we'll see which one of these teams can get it together and actually put a performance they can be proud of on the field. Hopefully both will. Hopefully this will be a good game. But yeah, let's take a look at these teams. As I mentioned, the overalls. Conair's side, we're going to have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield will be chilling on the bench, except Jared Goff will hold because this game still has quarterbacks as holders. Anyway. Running back, we're going to see mostly Miles Sanders, maybe a little bit of Devin Singletary. James Conner and Naheem Hines are both there as well. Wide receiver trio, we're going to get Deebo Samuel, Keenan Allen, and Adam Thielen, with Tyler Boyd. I think Boyd might mix in a bit, but Robbie, now known as Chosen Anderson, and Chase Claypool hanging out on the bench. Tight end 1, we've got Tyler Conklin of New York Jets fame. Bills defense, of course, and the kicker, Evan McPherson from the Bengals. Over on Gibby's side, the Falcons, we got Tom Brady, Tommy touchdowns, and Trevor Lawrence backing him up. Running back, we're going to see mostly Josh Jacobs, maybe a tiny bit of Najee Harris, and Rex Burkhead on the bench. I remember last time I was doing this, I totally blanked on Rex Burkhead's first name. Trio of wide receivers we're going to see Amari Cooper, Mike Williams, and Michael Thomas. We might see a little bit of DJ Moore as well. I don't remember how the depth chart shakes out. Darnell Mooney, Michael Gallup, Alan Lazard, and DeAndre Carter will all be backing them up. We won't probably see a ton of them, but you never know. Tight end duo, we've got Hunter Henry and Tyler Higbee, so look for some good tight end play out of the Falcons today. Falcons defense, of course, and Justin Tucker at kicker. So 2 of the best kickers in this Madden going head-to-head here. McPherson, maybe not from an overall standpoint, but if you're playing franchise mode, he's got the superstar dev trait, so he develops like a god. But yeah, let's jump into this. We got throwback jerseys on, so we're going to keep that going. Quick presentation, 12 minutes, 15-second accelerated clock. You know the drill by now.
First opened in 2017.
Take it away, whatever your guys' names are. Charles Davis and not Kevin Burkhardt, it's the other guy. Brandon Gaudin.
Between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded just outside the goal line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Only a yard.
Oh yes, Tom Brady with designed runs for the Marcus Mariota playbook. You love that.
Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Brady. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
Drive keeps rumbling along. Strong start for Gibby's Falcons over here.
No matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
There it is. Touchdown to cap off this opening drive. Strong start from the Gibster.
Falcons will jump on top with the game's
More points than they scored last game, if I recall. Or was that Conair's team? I forget.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rodgers now on first down. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen.
Conair looking like he's wasting no time answering right back.
Tackles made at the Falcons 26.
God, Thielen wearing 89 makes him look like a tight end. I think 19 went to Debo, so I had to put him in a different number. And yeah, plus of them being tall, comical.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Michael Walker there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Allen.
Just like that. Yep, marching right back. Keenan Allen, touchdown. Conair answering back. We've got a game on our hands so far.
Are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On first down, Brady. A good balance and trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Ooh, he's going to take this all the way back. Who is that?
And he is going to score. It's a pick six.
I didn't see who that was.
Touchdown.
Bummer. Either way, huge 7-point play there for Conair.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's ride, dog. Ride to go to work. Bring it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brady will try again on second down. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Williams brings it in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Brady. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And good downhill running. He's got 6
Josh
yards.
Jacobs is running hard today.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to press this one forward as they
DJ Moore nearly squirted through all the way into the end zone there.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
There's the touchdown. Answered back from that pick 6.
From a yard out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
Oh, Mike Williams. I was like, who's 81? Is that a tight end?
2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Rodgers now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers.
I thought Rodgers was going to run that one in. Debo touchdown. All right, so we've got all drives ending in touchdowns so far, including the one that was intercepted.
And the Bills have broken the tie. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
It's showtime, baby.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, This is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Uh-oh, it's happening again.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was the same guy, I think. All right, so right now it's just coming down to the Bills' secondary being much stronger.
Up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline.
That's out of bounds. That's coming back.
Throw out the challenge flag. A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught by Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on
that one dude had such a free line to it, and he just didn't pick it up. Right there, yeah.
I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Tom.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over.
Goodness, Tom.
2-yard line. First carry for James Conner. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he lost the football.
Oh my God.
Grab it, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
That one's probably just the game fixing itself.
1st and 10 at the 11. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Oh my God, this is silly. Oh, he's taking that one to the house, isn't he? Oh, can Josh Jacobs catch him? They might catch him. Oh my goodness. There's still time on this clock, though. Wow, what an end to that half.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Rodgers now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So what you got?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Brady to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a play fake. Brady. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here.
Tom Brady rushing.
7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
Oh, yes, Ethan Carter. Fullback touchdown. Love it.
So very important.
Yeah, these offenses are matching each other. It's just the 3 interceptions out of Brady and a couple fumbles and just sloppiness with turnovers. That's been the difference.
Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football.
Non-ideal ball placement there.
Your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going deep here for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 10, Brady, and caught by Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10.
Settling for a field goal there makes this game a lot harder for Gibby. A touchdown there would have been much better to handle the Madden AI thing.
But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the draw, here's Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On play action, it's Brady. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again, it's Brady. Complete, it's Henry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown.
That's a massive play for Gibby right there. That could get him right back into this game.
2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
3-point deficit with 3:48 left. This is anybody's ball game.
Here are the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases
that is a
their chances
massive
of
4th
closing this
down
one out.
for Gibby's
Now they're
team.
likely gonna have to give the
They're going to get the ball
football
back down 3 with 3.5 minutes left. Oh my God.
So they're forced to punt on 4th.
All right, Gib, what you got?
Away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Brady's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Shoot them out of his shoes.
Side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That throw by Brady incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is caught. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, that fumble. Who got it? Oh, my God, he fell on it.
So
What a save.
First down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now Brady. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady to throw. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them.
Now this is a question of how much clock is Gibby going to kill here before scoring, because that could be huge. Oh my gosh, getting tackled with the one is massive.
Let the clock wind down.
Burn as much as they'll let you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Brady.
Oh, what a defensing.
What a play. Maybe
Looks like 35 for 54. Brady has been throwing his arm off this game.
If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they look like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
There it is. Massive score for Gibby late in this game. Put the belt on Amari. With this extra point, that'll be a 4-point lead. So exactly 1 minute and 3 timeouts for Conair to drive back down the field and get it in the end zone.
I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Rodgers. Able to find Thielen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Big boy sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Rodgers.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent
This is like
yardage.
rubber meeting the road status
Bills
here.
are gonna
I
go
don't
ahead
know.
and use their final timeout
I mean,
as they get it with
it's
just
possible,
19
but that little
seconds
scramble
left
there
on
was
the
not
clock.
the answer.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Rodgers. The defense
Oh
gets a
my,
hand on it, but he still
that's
grabs
bad.
it.
You can't hurry up in that
He's
time.
not
That's going to be
quite
game,
gonna get
isn't
to
it?
the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on
Oh
3rd and 10.
man, that's one way for it to end.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Well then, that's going to do it for this one. Gibby ekes it out while losing almost the entire game, short of, you know, the early stuff where it was back and forth, till Brady threw, what was it, like 2, 3, 4 interceptions? There were 2 pick sixes in there, which gave Conair the early lead, but Gibby's team, the offense, gritting it out, bringing it back, getting a 38-34 victory. Let me make sure I have that score right. Yep, 38-34 victory. So Gibby will be advancing on to the 5als to take on Wego. Meanwhile, Conair will drop down to the 7als to face Jacob. But that was a hell of a match. That was a nice little redemption story for both those teams. Both of their offenses showed what they could do, and that was an exciting one to watch. So happy about that. That's going to do it for this game. I'm going to cut the recording, and I'll be back in about 13 minutes to start the this one, the first half of the semis proper, Preston versus Joe. All right, see y'all then.